Yes, he was like a father figure to us, so he was more than a father because he was a brother too. And he never did anything to me in any way, mistreat me in any way.
Thank you, pass the witness.
2021 CR 10593, State of Texas versus Juan Montemayor. We're going to have parties announced for the record.
Michael Villarreal, state.
William Davidson, Juan Montemayor.
And are you Mr. Montemayor? All right. We're here today for sentencing. The defendant entered a plea of no contest on March 28th and filed for an application for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is remaining silent on your application. And there's Chapter 62 compliance and no contact with the complainant. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
The state has, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report? State?
None. I'm sorry.
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
None.
All right, the state is silent, so the defense, you may proceed.
Your Honor, I have 3 letters which I've already shown to the state and have coached.
Yes, any objections, state?
No, Your Honor. We've, Mr. Davidson previously provided them to us and have been able to review them and see us.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. I just give me a moment to read this. All right, I've read them, Mr. Davidson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I do have 3 witnesses to provide very brief character testimony.
All right, if you call your first witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Mother's Lynch.
Hello, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, and I'm gonna need you to keep your voice up for me if you can. All right, if you can state your name for the record.
Ramona Salinas.
Vince?
Yes, Your Honor. Ramona, how do you know Mr. Montemayor?
He is my first cousin
And how long have you known him?
of my life.
And during this time that you've known him, has he ever been abusive to you?
Never.
Okay. And do you know whether or not he's ever gotten in trouble with the law?
Yes.
And what do you know about that?
Childhood years, he was young too, drug related.
Okay. And as far as people you know, and I'm not talking about the person in this case at all, but anybody else that you know, has my client been disrespectful around them?
Not that I know.
Pass with the Shar.
State has no questions.
All right, thank you for coming in. You may call your next witness. You can take a seat.
Thank you. Sandra Galindo. Sandra Galindo.
If you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Sandra Galindo.
All right, defense.
Ms. Galindo, I'm not going to ask you any questions about this particular case. I'm just going to ask you some other questions. What is your relation to Juan?
I'm his baby sister.
Okay, and so did you grow up with him?
Yes,
And during this time that you did grow up with him, how did he treat you?
good. He treated me just fine.
What do you mean by that?
Excuse me?
What do you mean by good?
Well, he raised me since my father divorced my mom.
Okay. And as far as any kind of previous criminal convictions or anything like that, do you know anything about that with respect to him?
Well, I was like 13 when that happened, but I did
Okay. You know what it was related to?
drugs.
And is there anything you have that you would like to tell the judge about my client, but not talk about this case?
Well, yes, he was like a father figure to us, so he was more than a father because he was a brother too. And he never did anything to me in any way, to mistreat me in any way.
Thank you, pass the witness.
I have a question.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming. You can call your next witness.
Ray Salinas? Or is it Roy Salinas? Is it Roy?
All right, Mr. Salinas, if you can come forward, please. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, and I'm gonna need for you to speak up so that the court reporter and so that I can hear you. Could you state your name for the record?
Roy Salinas.
All right, thank you. Defense?
How do you know Juan Montemayor?
He's from Alfred. Okay,
Speak up so the court reporter can hear you. In fact, turn toward her a little bit.
my mother's first cousin.
Did you know him a long period of time?
I've known him from childhood.
Okay. During that time, has he treated you respectfully?
Never.
He's never treated you
Oh,
respectfully?
yes. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I know you're a little bit nervous, but make sure you just listen to the question, okay?
Yes. That was a little bit funny, but, if this judge were to put my client on probation, and she can do that if she wants to, you think that he would do what he's told to do? In other words, if he were told to stay home on GPS, if he were told to pay prices for being on probation, things like that, do you believe he would do it?
Absolutely.
And do you have anything else that you would like to add to help this judge make a decision, not relating to this particular case, but just to his character in general?
Yes, I don't know in childhood. He's always respected me. My family, my sister, my mother has been very respectful.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you. All right, do you have any further witnesses?
None, Your Honor.
All right, then the court will hear argument. As I stated, the state is silent.
Okay. Your Honor, my client stands before this court and he stands in sorrow for whatever, what he did in this particular case. He spent a good 22 years of his life, from what I understand, in federal custody on a drug case some years ago. His present health is not good, to say the least. He's had a number of strokes, and some of these family members have told me he's got dementia, but I don't, I'm not a doctor, I can't testify to that. He's asking this court for some sort of deferred adjudication. He's 74 years old. If he gets deferred, he's going to be on a GPS, I know, and so he could be put away at any time if he were to violate that in any way.
All right, so did your client have this condition in 2021? As far as the medical issues?
All of your medical issues, did they exist back in 2021?
Yes.
Including being in the wheelchair?
Yes. Oh, yes, I've been like this. I've been like this for since 19.
All right, let me have you raise your right hand. And that's the only question I'm going to ask you. And you've waived your right to remain silent by entering this plea. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. Could you state your name, please?
Juan Montemayor.
All right, so you've been in the wheelchair since 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
So when this happened, you were in a wheelchair.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you've had these medical conditions in 2021.
Yes,
And when this happened, you had those medical conditions?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I don't have any other questions.
I just wanted to add this, Your Honor, since you did ask about the wheelchair. From what I understand, he was shot in the back and it was some sort of,
1978.
it says 1978.
Been like this.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right. All right, the court is going to deny the application, find you guilty, sentence you to 6 years in prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. There's chapter 62 compliance, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you understand that? Yes. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. Is there any victim impact?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Davidson.
May I speak to him before he's taken away?
Yes.